This video is how to completely fill out the listing agreement. You're on the sell side now, working with your seller clients, and this is going to be from top to bottom. I'll quick mention this is the OREA Form 271, almost identical to the old 200. The 200 is still in play, of course, but 99.9% of brokerages have moved over to the 271, and all that's different is this little line here that says designated representation. I have an amazing playlist that I'll link at the end of the video that breaks down this form, basically this form at the 200, and it breaks down all the pre-printed clauses. So 100% still watch that, but this one's filling it out, doing the job. Also, if you are someone that wants to know it all, wants to save hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours, look to the buyer and seller logistics and actions course specifically for here in Ontario, Canada. More on that course later in the video, but let's dive right into the computer. Okay guys, we're just in my web forms here. This is where you will be filling out a majority of your forms, and I show you exactly how to do that in that course. You have Matrix, you have web forms, and you have Authentisign or a different signing software depending on your brokerage. But basically this is it. This is the 271. Let's go break it down from top to bottom. I'll mention this right at the top here because this isn't so much filling anything out yet. This is more initials and signatures, which I don't really do in this video, but I want to mention this just so you know everything. When you are at this listing presentation, and I want you to visualize that, right? You're filling this out ahead of time so that it's fast. You're leaving this listing presentation with a signature. But let's say hypothetically standard, and everything I teach is what happens 95 to 99% of the time, and it's all scenario based. Let's say it's 7 to 10 days realistically, or even longer before the seller wants to sell. You're going to be leaving with an exclusive initial signature because you have to get this initialed once it's within 48 hours of going live on the MLS. So you're going to leave with it being exclusive, whether or not yourself or your brokerage has a unique selling proposition for this potential seller, this listing client, which can be a fantastic thing. Whether you have it or not, you're still leaving with exclusive because you can sell before it hits MLS, and people love hearing that, right? Unique selling propositions are that our brokerage has mass emails that go out all over the world, even if you're at EXP or at least Ontario, right? Or at least the area, stating that we have this exclusive property listed that isn't going to be live for 7 to 10 days, right? It's not that it's going to be only exclusive. It's going to hit the MLS, that's for sure. But sell before sell. People love it. Okay, so I'm going to do a few things here. We have just a couple templates just to speed things up, right? Not many templates at all, but we'll go through here just so this goes a little bit faster. So we have the brokerage, and you can put this on 2 lines if you want. You can put EXP Realty Canada up here, and then just the address below it there if you wanted to. Like, depending on how you want. I like it this way better. And when I'm doing that, I'm just pressing Command Z. Whenever you see me do a mistake, it's a beautiful thing. It's Command Z, Control Z, depending if you're on PC, right? And you put the broker's phone number. I suggest if you do put a phone number, you don't have to. If you put a phone number, just put your own. The seller, right? So let's just go with John Smith. And if there's 2, you're going to put the and you're going to put the other. If it's a John Smith and Jane Smith, designated representation, like mentioned, this is literally the only difference. And you don't have to put a real estate broker or anything like that. You can just put your name here. I don't mind putting real estate broker as well. Okay, so now you're after the property, and this gives you a few sections. Some people put the whole property here, and that's fine. You can do that if you like. Let's just say I'm going to go and use all the space properly, right? Main Street. Okay, and now the commencing dates, right? Let's say again, you're visualizing yourself at the property, and let's say it's like 6 p.m., right, on the same day, right? Again, you're going to start on the same day. Let's say today's May 20th, and then you not ideally, normally, again, I teach you what happens normally, is about 90 days, right? So 90 days is the length of usual listing agreements. So you just press over. There's May 1, 2, 3. We're into August, and you just pick the same date. So there's 90 days later. If you go over it, I'll mention this because this happens on the exams. You'll see stuff like this in exams. If you're over 6 months, you will need a seller initial, right? Let's just say we're listing a property for 89, right? Just anything. I love that it populates here as well. A few things hopefully happen in this. Hopefully the seller's name populates in a few spots when you do that, because it's like a bit of a wizard, it's called. I'll mention this as well right here. If your brokerage, and this is good to know whether your brokerage does or doesn't have it, because you're going to be submitting offers where you'll need to look in the back end of the MLS to find this. Schedule A, it's going to have a Schedule A. It's already attached to this. But if you have a Schedule B, B1, something like that, and 90 again, 95 to 99% of the time, the Schedule Bs are that the listing brokerage has an interesting bearing trust account, right? And you'll need your sellers to just initial off on that, and it will be presented with all offers as well that come in. So add that there if your brokerage has it, and you will know right away. So as far as what we're charging, right? This is a conversation you're going to have with them, but let's say it's 5% plus HT, which is a good perfect amount, and you're giving out the cooperating agent 2% plus HST. I'll mention right here, if it's something strange, again, I talk about this, but like it doesn't happen. If you're like charging a flat rate or something like that, $10,000 or something like that. This is the holdover. If you don't know what a holdover is, just comment below or something. I'll link you to an amazing video. You will understand the holdover period and what it means in 2 seconds. All of this stuff as well, right, is in the playlist that I'll put at the end. I break down all of these pre-printed clauses for you, and this is you going above and beyond because you'd be surprised how many real estate agents do not know this stuff. They don't care about any of this. I like to know it all, and I hope you're the same. I'll mention this as well here, even though this in the real world doesn't work, if you know what I mean. So basically, and it's just you having good conversations with your seller clients. Hey, and they maybe love you, right? They usually, if I leave, I've talked to the sellers of mine, they love me. They're not going to use anyone else. And then you can just mention that. Okay, so if something crazy happens and this goes for 90 days and we decide to do something after that, do you want any other real estate agents to call you? Or you can make that face. You don't have to. They should say, no, 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 we just want you. Okay, so it does not. Again, you can just say that, and you can even tell them, I'm going to put a does not, and it's going to show in the back end of the MLS, but realistically, they still might call you. And they're like, okay, fine. So that's just the name of the game. It is what happens. Okay, all this stuff. We're going to be going over here. We're going to be going selling signatures. You can say to bind the brokerage, here's Callum Moore, but you sign in a few places. It's okay. And then the seller, we want John Smith again. There he is, and that should populate. So when I did it right here, it populates nicely down here for me, and I think it populates on Schedule A as well, which is fantastic. I talked about the stuff before, seller's spouse if needed. We have insurance, which is a beautiful thing. As real estate agents, we pay RICO insurance, which now protects them against possible fraud. Their deposit is safely protected by insurance, is what that goes for. Today, we're getting that signature today, right? This is acknowledgement on the day we are leaving, right? Get that signature on the day. That is basically that, guys. Here we go into Schedule A. This is already populated. Beautiful. Love that. And now we're adding some stuff. So before in the OREA Form 200, before Tressa came, people would put stuff here, that's for sure. But now you kind of have to. And again, I have some templates. You want to show a Schedule A to listing agreement template, right? And this is just, it's like a nice little statement saying a bunch of like nice things about me or whatever. As a dedicated and experienced real estate broker, you can put your agent committed to providing unparalleled service. But then the main stuff is what you're going to do, right? So down here, I will guide you through the intricacies of the selling process, have full service of photos, video. If you have drone, mention that as well. Marketing and open houses. Okay, so open houses could be like the only one that really matters, if you know what I mean, because you're going to do all that other stuff. Obviously, you're going to do all that other stuff. It's just that I have a little bit of a provision at the bottom here because once the property is listed for on the MLS, we will address all buyers' interests immediately. And if that is agreed upon between the seller and the brokerage, we'll take priority. Meaning, if I list this beautiful property on the best time, like a nice Wednesday, Thursday morning, really early in the morning, it goes straight to other real estate agents that have their hot sheets set up for this perfect criteria. They're wanting this book showings right away before the weekend, right? Gives you a couple days for agents to get some new clients in there, or just straight to the MLS where people are searching, right? If offers start rolling in, they do take priority, obviously, over those open houses. Because let's say you're planning, and always do open houses, just always do them, whether you have to give them away to other people in your brokerage or something like that. But do them. They're going to want you to do them. The seller's going to love you for doing them. You're hoping people show up. Do them Saturday, do them Sunday. But if, guess what, 5 offers, 6 offers, 10 offers come in before the weekend and you don't have time to do open houses, that's what takes priority. And that's all that means, right? I'll show you another little template as well. And this is just for lockboxes, right? Just another like little, just so the seller knows we're going to be using a lockbox on the property, right? And write your type of lockbox, yada, yada here. Pretty simple stuff there, guys. I cover this and so much more deeper, right? Because when you get to this point, you are in that listing presentation, and I want you to know
what to say, what to do, confidence to go up. And that's where I try to help you. There's an amazing, not just the whole thing from A to Z, of course, it's amazing, but it's really good listing presentation role play I have for you in there, which is kind of cool just to get that confidence higher because I want you going there with this stuff filled out. Okay, guys, we'll see you right out of the computer.
I really hope that helped, guys. And as mentioned, if you are looking for it all, how to work with buyers and sellers from A to Z, specifically here in Ontario, Canada, look to the Buyer and Seller Logistics and Actions course in the description below. I share my screen and break everything down from top to finish, finding properties, setting up showings, doing full CMAs, filling out forms, sending the forms back and forth to your clients, all the way to the closing process. I don't skip a step. This course is everything I wish I had when I was starting out. Like mentioned, save you hundreds, if not thousands of hours. And the best part is you will have it to refer back to when needed. This course doesn't expire. That part is huge for me because it's impossible to memorize all of these details. If you're not putting a listing up every single week, you'll need to refer back to it again and again, and it'll always be there, saving you that time. It's now all in one place for you instead of having to go here, ask that, wait on this. It's all in one place for you. And that link in the description link below is a value link for the YouTube family for the time being. That will not last. Get it now, even if you're getting your real estate license right now, get it now for when ready. I'll add that value link right here as well as that playlist like mentioned. If you have any questions, DM, email, comment on this video. I get back to everyone. Thanks so much for watching. My name's Callum Moore, eXp Realty real estate broker here in Ontario, Canada, and we'll see you in the next one.